In today's video, we're going to compare average selling prices for many popular cards across some of your favorite sports card brands. But first, here's your intro. So recently I made a video where I counted down my personal rankings of the 2024 football brands. That prompted one of our viewers to reach out with what I thought was a really cool question. Of those brands, what does a low numbered card sell for from brand to brand? And how does that match with my personal rankings? That was a really good call, so that's what we're going to do. So here's the plan. I didn't want to pick anything too low number because it would be impossible to find comps. So I'm going to use CJ Stroud as my example because I want something from 2023, so there's been plenty of time for people to submit those cards to get them graded. And then we're going to look at the numbered to 199 version in a PSA 10 of all these brands and compare them in prices. So let's dive in. So the obvious place to start would be Prism, since that's the one that everybody gets the most excited about every year. And as a PSA 10, numbered to 199, the CJ Stroud Blue Wave is the Prism parallel, sells for $920. The most recent sell was at $920. Not bad, near $1,000. And CJ Stroud's market has definitely cooled down since at least his rookie year when he set the football collecting world on fire. Prior to that one selling, the next previous one had sold for $985, so it looks like they're consistently selling for between $900 and $1,000. So what about the other brands? Select is an interesting case study because there's different levels. There's the Concourse, there's the Premier, there's even the Filled level. Each one of those have a number to 199 vary. As we can see here, this is the Concourse level, I think. It sells for $225, numbered to 199 as a PSA 10. That's pretty disappointingly low to me as well, but people are not dumb. They realize that with, three different variations of cards that are numbered to 199, there's essentially 600 of them out there numbered to 199. And that hurts the average selling price quite a bit. Here's the Select level, which for some reason it is numbered to 199 in a white variation as opposed to that blue Concourse. And it sold also for about $200. And that's really all I'm seeing for Select, so they're all selling for less than $250, which is pretty disappointing really if you think about it. A number to 199 CJ Stroud in a PSA 10. Optic is my personal favorite brand because it doesn't have the deep checklist that Select does, so we're going to check that one out. And by deep checklist, I mean there's not 3 different, 4 different, 5 different tiers of rarity for each rookie card. So there's only this one CJ Stroud base rookie that is numbered to 199. And the last one as a PSA 10 sold for $600. So it isn't up there with Prism. It's not selling for $1,000 or $900 even, but the boxes don't cost nearly as much either. So in terms of bang for your buck potential, Optic's not a bad one, and I really stand by that. Let's check out Donruss. So unfortunately, I'm not seeing a Donruss one, but I do see this clearly Donruss one, which is the acetate parallel. And this one sold for $200 as a PSA 10. It's numbered to 199. That is wild to me because these clearly Donruss do not grade well at all. That acetate just gets scuffed up real bad. So the fact that this one graded a 10 and only sold for $200 really turns me off the clearly Donruss brand. We mustn't forget Topps though, because remember, Topps made some unlicensed cards from this year for 2023 since they had CJ Stroud's exclusive autograph. So here's a Topps Composite CJ Stroud Finest Blue Refractor. As a PSA 10, this number to 199 card sold for just $65. Also from Topps Composite, here's the Topps Chrome CJ Stroud Aqua Refractor numbered to 199. And it sold for $80 with $7 shipping. That's very, very weak. Makes me really want to stay away from the unlicensed. And finally, since there's so many other brands, I'm just going to look through an eBay search for CJ Stroud 199 2023 PSA 10 and see what kind of other rookies we have and what they're selling for. So here's the Phoenix. This is the Rookie Rising. It's the rookie insert. Sold for less than $60. The Phoenix Red Seismic sold for $90. This is the base rookie here with the number to 199 parallel. Here's an Absolute, the Blue Diamonds parallel of the base rookie. This one only sold for $135. Again, as a PSA 10, I feel like those are so low. Finally, here's an Obsidian that is numbered to 199. It is a jersey card, which since he didn't have autographs in Panini, this was about as good as it got in terms of like memorabilia. And this one sold for $100 as a PSA 10. So what are some takeaways there? For one, Prism seems to be clearly the way to go in terms of numbered cards being valuable. And then right up there with it is Optic. While the Optic card only sold for 60% as much as the Prism card, typically if you're buying a box of Optic, you're only paying 60 to 70% as much as you're paying for a box of Prism, so the value of the cards logically follows the value of the boxes. But my big takeaway is just not to venture away from those popular brands. Even Select was a letdown. Imagine you pay $500 for a box of Phoenix cards, you hit the best rookie in the set and a fairly low numbered card, it gets graded a PSA 10, and then it's worth $100. Those mid-tier brands, I've said it before, but I'll say it again, those mid-tier brands are good to stay away from. Obviously, they're not going to be a problem with Panini for too much longer because Panini's losing the NFL license and Topps is going to be the place to go. But these unlicensed Topps cards are not worth anything either. Some of the numbers that we saw from like those Topps Chrome and those Topps Composite inserts numbered to 199, those were scary too. So if you want something that's for sure going to hold value, buy something in the Optichrome family, namely Prism, or Optic. Collectors are starting to realize that when you have so many different tiers and so many different numbered to 25, 50, 99 cards, it's a little bit deceptive and there's way more out there than it actually seems like there should be. Hope you learned something in this video and you think about it next time you're considering buying some cards direct. I'll see you next time.